I do this every morning.
I don't have any spare change for you, sir.
Today, the good people from Mercy for Animals are here. We're doing a photo shoot for their magazine. It's called Compassionate Living. Compassionate Living.
There, and like the dog was always.
Nick?
Yeah.
Rich?
Nice to meet you, Rich.
Jesse, nice to meet you. Auray, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Mercy for Animals does?
So, Mercy for Animals is a global nonprofit. We're actually the world's largest charity focusing on farmed animals and making the world a kinder, gentler, more compassionate place for farmed animals. We've now done to date over 60 undercover investigations in the United States, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. And this is really showing the public how animals are treated before they reach their plates. And when people see how animals are treated, they demand change.
They're doing the real work, the hardcore work, the non-sexy, non-romantic work of actually creating transparency between the consumer and these industries who would prefer to be shrouded in secrecy regarding the practices that are perpetrating some pretty horrific conditions when it comes to the humane treatment of animals.
And Rich is going to be on the cover of the fall issue of our Compassionate Living magazine, so check it out. It should be coming out in September. Yeah. This side better.
This side.
This side.
My boy John Joseph is on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. It's happening right now, so I'm going to try to dial up the live stream.
Fuck with y'all again. Just don't hang out outside the storefront, because there was gigs.
I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's super cool that Joe extended an invitation to John. I know from my communication with Joe that he's genuinely interested in transcending the toxic dialogue that is happening right now between the plant-based vegan community and the other, whether it's the carnivore or the paleo, whatever it is, whatever your diet philosophy is, the discourse that is occurring right now between these respective silos has devolved and become rather toxic. And I think Joe extending an olive branch to somebody like John to come on the show and talk about those things is super cool, and I can't wait to listen to the whole thing. John's coming over tomorrow to do my podcast once again, so I'll get the full lowdown from him then.
This is
Really
awesome.
appreciate it. Very cool. Awesome, man. Take care. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
John Joseph en route. He should be here in like 5 minutes.
I don't have any spare change for you, sir.
Rolling in style today, man.
Yeah, man, my man right here, we was kicking it.
Yeah, yeah,
That was a
bro.
good
It's
ride.
good one. Hell
And
yeah.
you look famous too.
All right. Hopefully I will be.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
Good to see you. Always, yeah.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Absolutely.
Delighted to have you back here. But we did record a podcast like 2 weeks ago, and it was epic. It was like over an hour and a half, and I looked over at my digital audio recorder and realized that at some point it had cut out, and we did not.
That's
it's
the
only
universe.
mechanical failure that I actually only want in 400 episodes. It's only happened one other time. So there's a reason.
That's special. It's bringing us together another
It is.
time,
We're back
man.
again.
You know, the thing was, you always have to look ahead and try to make a positive and look to the positive. And immediately when that happened, I was like, yo, chill. It's cool. We're going to get ready to have your anniversary dinner. And, you know, it's, you know, things happen, man.
Things happen,
it's
dude.
always, like we were talking about that even in my races. And I've never had a race where it hasn't
it's been a
been
running
something.
joke
Yeah.
between us, because I'm like, every time you do an Ironman, something goes crazy sideways on you. You've never done an Ironman race where you showed up and it just went to plan.
Nope.
What's going on with that?
It's the test of tests, because not only do you have to complete the endurance test, it's a mental test to, you know, things are going to happen, and it's like you always have to be resilient. Resiliency is a quality that I've had to develop in my life to push through
Get through anything.
bad
man.
shit, man. The bromance.
Johnny Bloodclot back on the podcast for his 2000th appearance on the show. We had a great conversation. We talked about his experience doing Joe Rogan's show. We talked about his life as a Hare Krishna monk. We talked about the new documentary he's working on, 30 to Life, 34 Life,
32 Life.
30 to Life, with Paul DeGelder and Kip Anderson, and his brand new book called The PMA Effect. Awesome episode. What did you think?
It was awesome, man.
It was good.
It was epic, you know. I try to learn something too, pick your brain, and
No, it was all him, man. I just had to get out of the way.
always have.
All I have to do is wind you up, man.
You know
just
what
go.
buttons to push.
All right, man. So, hope you guys enjoyed this.
Can I say peace and plants? I always
do that. Do it.
Peace and plants, man.